Hello again. Welcome to 80/60 Rule again. I'm Mark. I am 62 and just back from the Gulf of Greg is Greg.
You are the champions. Hello, everyone. I'm 83, and go Birds. How you doing, Mark?
You're saying go Birds for the first preseason game in July. Is that what you're saying for?
September, first week in September. It'll be Bears in Philadelphia.
Right. You seriously know that?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what they're saying. Yeah.
That's pretty scary. Okay.
Anyway,
How you doing?
There's a conflict that week.
Oh, okay.
I cannot go to it. Let's talk about something I always loved. I didn't watch it every week. I watched it just sometimes, just the host, and then it's Saturday Night Live, just like that. And then I didn't watch it further. It wasn't like I got to watch it all the time. But so some things I'd like to share with you, see what you think. And okay, Mark.
Okay.
You're
Talking about the 50th anniversary show.
50th anniversary.
You just watched it last weekend. Okay.
Pros and cons. See what you think. Saturday Night Live with Paul Simon, and I thought that was good. Sabrina Carpenter, I never heard of her before.
Oh, okay.
What I liked was it was so good because it made me think. She says he did it in 1976. She says I wasn't that old even. I wasn't born yet. Either were my parents.
Right.
And I started thinking, holy crap! I would probably be the great grandfather.
Yeah. Right. 50 years is 50 years. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see the next step. I didn't really care for, although I liked her. I saw it in an interview once. I didn't really care for Miley Cyrus. I didn't need that song.
Oh.
I don't know why it was there.
Okay. All right. She's been on SNL a lot, so she's been a big part of.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I go like it was like I know a couple of people they fast forwarded then they told.
Okay. All right.
I like Colin Jost, and I always like that.
And Michael Chang.
Yeah, I really like the weekly update.
Weekend update.
Yeah. Do you enjoy that one?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I liked it when they said and people watching detention centers, and they showed Sean Combs.
Oh,
remember
that? Diddy. Okay.
What do you call him? Sean Diddy or P Diddy?
I think now I think they call him inmate number whatever. But Sean Combs is what they're doing now on the news.
I saw Tina. I love Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. I think that was one of the best things.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The questions from the audience.
Yeah. That was fun.
Right. Brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant. I enjoyed that. I couldn't figure out who this person was. I'm going like, who is she? Meryl Streep. That was Meryl Streep. I said, oh, that was Meryl Streep. One thing that a negative thing is, I wish they would have had who was that you forget. I mean, it was like 50 years. You don't know who. You forget their names.
Well, you forget their names.
I forgot their names. Did you remember every name?
Pretty much. I have watched SNL from week one, all 50 years.
Yeah.
Meaning I was, I think, 12 when it started. So it was like not the forbidden thing, but it was kind of like our Monty Python thing, where it became this. At that age, man, you were watching some stuff that you've never seen before. And then, got married. My kids watched it. Our grandkids watch it. So over a span of 50 years, we've been big fans. And yes, I probably knew every name.
Yeah, I just watch it if the person that's coming on, the host, is somebody that I really want to see. I in my opinion, over the years, I think it was better years ago. Do you think so?
See, no? I don't.
I'm not
right. But when people say that, let's think about this. This is 50 years. All right. There's arcs. It's this. It's creative. It's not. It's creative. It's not. It's creative. It's not. It's just the arc of the thing is consistently up there in the creative side.
Yeah.
So you can't look and go, it was better back then. No, it's the events, it's the writers, it's the topic, it's the presentation. Yeah. It changes from not only from year to year, but from week to week. So, and from sketch to sketch. So I don't like it when people go, something was better years ago. That's just they're just trying to trick themselves. It's just as funny now as it's ever been, and it always will be, simply because young creative people have a new twist on things that makes other people smile and laugh.
Yeah.
So
Now, well, this is a criticism. I thought some of the sketches were too long.
okay.
You know, like the one with the with Eddie Murphy, their jail.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, come on. I mean, I would like more.
Right. I think the thing with that one, it was clear that they were kind of like working their way through it. Like it came up, it was a quick rehearsal. They did it, and now they're like nearing the end of the sketch, and they're not exactly, what do we do now? Okay, we do this, we do this. So I think that was the humor, is that everybody could see that it was kind of falling apart. So
That was the okay because
aside
it was
from the scared straight thing, that's been kind of like a not reoccurring, but it's been featured a lot. So anyway,
okay. See, I didn't get some of the history of that stuff.
yeah, that's all right.
Move on, move on, move on. Boom. Like
That's right. That's right.
Don't overanalyze the thing.
Right.
I
Because
thought
analysis is
paralysis.
right. Okay.
That's fine. I thought Kate McKinnon. I've always liked Kate McKinnon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I thought the sub was too long and the names, but if you watch it all the time, then you remember all the names.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that was one of the fun things about watching, is going, because I met my wife in high school, so we've our whole life, pretty much every Saturday night, to a certain degree, this is what it's been. So it was fun with her, just sitting there playing off, going like, oh, that was and then we'd go, oh yeah, wow, I remember them or whatever. So it was I thought it was beautifully done.
Yeah, it was
I
good.
wouldn't change a thing.
I still tape it. I still watched it. In order to get ready for the podcast, I had taped it, and I went.
Oh, you did some research. Okay.
Segment by segment, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, right.
But I loved Adam Sandler. That was great.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
I love what they said about New York.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
And Adam Sandler, that took a lot of creative work to read.
Yeah, he's good with that. I mean, he's good, period. So
he's good to do that.
He knows how to tug at your heartstrings too.
I was disappointed. I thought they would do a little bit more, some segments, because I'm a John Belushi-er. I thought I was going to hear cheeseburger.
Oh yeah, I don't think I saw that. Right?
No,
yeah.
No.
If it was there, it was there for a split second. But
yeah, because when I first came to Chicago, you got to go to the Billy Goat.
You know what I would recommend on Peacock? They've done, and I'm going to get this wrong, but I think it's like 50 specials about the 50 years. And so you're a big documentary guy. So it's kind of like 1 hour documentaries about these specific things about SNL. And that would give you a lot of the history and the timing of it. So you could go back to those Belushi years.
Yeah. And I thought Paul McCartney at the end was very good.
Yep. Yeah, that was beautiful.
Now I thought I read here where I have it here. Lorne Michaels, I thought he would say something at the end. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, he's famously not that guy. He very rarely does interviews, and if he's ever on the show, it's usually with a monotone sort of quip, because that's his personality. So he would not. I wasn't surprised that he didn't say anything.
Really.
Yeah, very modest. Is that what you call it? Modest.
I would always say, what do I do? And I would come out and say, I want to thank all my staff. I want to thank everyone. I want to thank all of you for coming. Yeah. I want to thank you for 50 years. Thank you.
Yeah. No,
and then clap to the audience, for them.
Yeah.
It's interesting. And one of the sites, he has a Lorne Michaels, the longtime producer, has a reputation for hating it when when cast members break character.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought I was one like, is anybody going to laugh? And they had a segment in today's paper who started laughing, like who laughs and different things.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
I was breaking up watching the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't think I could keep a straight face there.
Yeah.
Right.
I do remember when it first came on, that was kind of like a thing. Like as like first timer, younger viewers watching this stuff, you would be the anticipation because it was live. And are they going to screw up? And I think for the rule, I think from the beginning was he didn't like it if you did it. But then over the last few years, it's kind of been relaxed because they crack up all the time.
Yeah, I just read it. That's what he hated would go out of character,
Yeah, right. Yeah, because his philosophy, he's from Canada, you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. His philosophy is that the material is the comedy, not the losing it. You know what I mean? It's the joke. The joke was written without the character breaking. The joke should stand on its own, but I'm guessing anyway. So,
but I really like it when I see a comedian and he's starting to laugh at what he's saying, like he's one of us.
Yeah, I've always felt that the best comedians and the best at their craft, I guess, are the ones who can not make you feel sad when they bomb. Meaning like there's some comedians that when they bomb, you feel it like, oh my God, this is painful to watch. It's the comedian who can laugh at themselves for bombing. Johnny Carson was great at that, right? If it bombed, he'd pull the mic down and tap the mic like, is this thing working? That whole thing.
I liked when De Niro came.
Oh,
yeah.
With Debbie Downer, right?
Yeah. Now, why was other than Jimmy Fallon? I liked him. My daughter has met him, Jimmy Fallon. Was there any other hosts like Dennis? So what's his name? Dennis used to be on Fox years ago. Dennis O'Leary? No, Dennis
Miller.
Dennis Miller. Oh. Were there any other hosts? Fallon was the only one I think that.
Right.
Conan O'Brien, he wasn't there, right? Or
I'm sure he was in the audience. Conan was never a performer; he was a writer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm sure he was there celebrating, with everybody. I'm guessing, but fairly confident. So.
And what I loved to see them running out to take care of things to put the new set on.
Isn't that cool? I love that.
That was cool.
Yeah, they didn't do that at the very beginning. That's kind of recently, not super recent, but that they've kind of showed that quick behind the scenes thing. But at the beginning, they didn't show any stage hands or anything like that. Yeah. And I really recommend you checking out those little individual things on Peacock. Yeah.
What did they do? They pressed ahead, like Cher was in the audience, but I guess for one clip. Did you see Cher?
Yeah.
And then I didn't see her again. Like I think they think people, okay, you do this thing and then you go.
Well, yeah, Lorne Michaels is friends with just about everybody, so he's going to say, "Oh, she was." I'm sure coming to the show was a big deal, so they probably just said, "Hey, let's do this." Yeah, there was a few of those. Keith Richards, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Steve Martin at the beginning was great.
He was really good. Yeah, I forgot Steve Martin. I always liked Steve Martin. Martin Short gets a lot of MC stuff, is he?
Yeah, and he was a cast member on SNL too.
Was he?
Yeah, and also him and Lorne Michaels go back to their original comedy days in Canada. So
I see.
Yeah, these are like some of these are over 50-year friendships. Martin Short would be one of those.
I see. Well, thank you for the comments, Mark. It's nice to have a. I learned a lot from you.
I'm probably 92% of it was close to the truth, but not actually true. But I get as close as I can.